All right, guys, today we get a pair of headphones from Edifier. These are the Stack Spirit S3 headphones. Pure, clean audio. No gimmicks, no ANC, no ambient mode. What are we getting? We are getting high-res audio from Edifier. Price on these guys, $399. So we're paying a pretty penny for these headphones, but what do we get? We're getting some good, clean, crispy audio. Let's take a look at the Stax S3 from Edifier. The packaging here, the black box, picture of the headphones on the front, the Stack Spirit branding, the Edifier, and I'm showing you this packaging because I love a good unboxing. Super clean, super nice with this pair of headphones. Picture of them on the back, that black color, the matte finish on it with the branding and the gold accent colors on it. It's kind of like a bronze actually. Now if we open this up, you can see the Spirit on the inside. Very nice packaging here from Edifier. Well done. A lot of companies are moving in a different direction, but when you pay this much for a product, you want a good unboxing experience. At least I do. And if you're the same way, if you feel the same way, drop a comment and let me know what you want when you spend some good money on a product. Now, inside of the packaging, you can see there's nothing in here because I've been using these. So let's take a look and see what we get. So we are going to get some extra ear cups here. So I do have some ear cups on here. These are like a fabric ear cup, and we'll take a look at the difference between these in a second. And then the ones that do come installed, I do have in here. Look at the nice pouches that we get. This is like a silk pouch on here, and these are the leather ear cups, and they just snap on and off. So very clean and very nice, but I do prefer the feel of the fabric ones, kind of like what we have on the AirPods Max. Very comfortable in my opinion, and they go in these little slots in here. Very nice. Now we also get, let me move this box out of the way. We also get this carrying case. This is a hard shell, the Stack Spirit on here, a little handle here if you want. We zip this guy open, and inside we are going to get the user's manual, of course. We're also going to get the 1/4-inch adapter, and this looks like a guitar pick if you play the guitar, because you can use these with a wire. We also get the USB-C to USB-A to charge this guy up if you are using Bluetooth, and of course the 3.5mm cable. So very nice. I love this little carrying case here, and we'll take a look at the actual headphones. So here are the Stax. Look at that carbon fiber look on there. That is one of my favorite designs and looks on any product. You guys know, if you follow the channel, how I feel about aramid or carbon fiber. I get it and buy it as much as I can. So if you guys are new here, guys, hit that like button, give me a sub, and ring that bell and stay up to date with every time I drop a video. So these headphones, they do have a good amount of weight to them. They do not feel cheap. Aluminum and plastic build on here. You can see the branding. Now these do swivel. They also do fold, so you can throw them in this little case here, and very easy to travel with. Now the Edifier branding here, you can see very smooth for opening and closing this, to extend these to fit your head. And the padding up top. The padding up top is, there's enough. There's enough. I'm bald, and this is enough for me. So not bad at all. And then, of course, if we turn it over, there's some good weight on these, man. I don't realize it on my head because the clamp force is not that bad, but there are some good weight. These feel good. For a plastic and aluminum pair of headphones, these have a good weight. They feel like they are worth money, and they are. So the ear cups, you can see they are wide enough. They do cover my entire ear. And on the bottom here, you can see on this side, we do have our USB-C port to charge. And on this side, we are going to have our buttons and our 3.5 input. So we do have some buttons here, and we'll go over these. Well, I'll just tell you now. So we do have a multifunction button that you can control and you can customize inside of the app. We also have volume up and down, and you can play and pause, go to the next track, do whatever you want to do when you are using these wirelessly. They do act a little different when they are wired, and I will explain that. But right now, we're going to take a look at the app. But actually, let me throw these on my head. You guys can see how they fit on my head. Again, I have a very narrow head, so this is how they look. They are very comfortable. The clamp force is good, not very strong at all. Just a good pair of headphones, guys. Now, let's just check out the Edifier Connect app, available on iOS and Android devices. Now, before we get into the app, actually, let's talk about the specs on here. So Bluetooth 5.2, AAC, SBC, and aptX Adaptive are our codecs. High-res audio, Snapdragon sound is the Qualcomm chip in there. So we're going to get that high-res audio. No latency at all, basically. A little bit here and there when playing heavier games, but there is a gaming mode on here, and I will show you that inside of the app here. Again, you can use these wired or wireless, and they do act a little different when you are using them wired, and I'll explain what that is in a little bit. Battery life on here is insane. They claim up to 80 hours of battery, and a 10-minute charge, guys, is going to get you 11 hours. 10-minute charge is going to get you 11 extra hours. That is crazy. That is insane. I'm here for it. Now, these do also have multi-point connection, so you can pair these to two devices, and I will show you how that works. Very clean, very seamless, and this is how I want multi-point to work on every device when it calls or when it has multi-point. These have a planar magnetic driver for that high-res sound, that crispy, clean audio. But let's get into the app real quick. Now, inside of the app, you can also get a pop-up window with the animation when it connects, which is very cool. You do have to allow that to happen in your settings. So once you're connected in Bluetooth, you go to the app, again available on iOS and Android devices. The Edifier Stack Spirit S3, the battery life on here, which is fantastic. Now you have options on the bottom for your different ear cups. So ice feeling earmuffs, that's what they call the fabric ear cups here, ice feeling and leather earmuffs. You do want to change this once you do change, if you do change your ear cups. So pretty cool, very awesome. Now, if you just swipe left, you can see we have 3 different presets: classic, hi-fi, and stacks. All do sound different, and I will explain the differences in sound once we get into the sound quality of these headphones. Now, if we swipe again, you can see this is your gaming mode. Just turn it on and off. Very simple, very clean, and that's it. Now, up top right corner, you do have a settings tab. You can get your user's manual. Now, your multi-function key settings. This is where you would customize your button here. This middle button here is what you will customize right here. So as you can see right now, double tap is set to play and pause, and triple tap is set to access my voice assistant. You do have a few different options, and options are always a good thing. Prompt volume, you can set that. Clear pairing record, disconnect Bluetooth, repair, timed shutdown. I love this option on a pair of headphones because I, for one, never turn off my headphones. I always forget, or I just don't care enough to go in and turn them off. So to have this, I have it set at 30 minutes. If I don't use them for 30 minutes, it will shut off, and I'm all about that. You can power them off in your factory settings, and that is basically what we have inside of the app. So very easy to use. Again, available on iOS and Android devices. Now, if we go over, let's just talk about the sound quality on these headphones. Actually, I'm going to show you multi-point first, and we'll talk about sound quality last. So we are connected right now on the Note device, and now I'm going to show you we're also connected on the iPhone. And if I go into settings here, let me lower this brightness so you can see it a little better. If we go into Bluetooth, you can see we are connected to the Edifier Stacks Spirit, and I am inside of the Edifier app here, so you can see we are connected here. Now, what is awesome, if I play a song from here and I just open this up and play a song from here, it will switch automatically. You do not have to hit pause. It will just switch, and it doesn't matter if it's music or if you want to watch a YouTube video. If you're using it on this phone, it will switch to whatever is playing automatically without you having to pause it on this device. And this is perfect multi-point in my opinion, and it works both ways. You never have to hit pause, guys. It just switches on its own, and it works flawlessly. So well done, Edifier, with that. Now, let's talk about the sound quality on these headphones. So 3 different modes: classic, hi-fi, stacks. They do sound different. In classic, we get more of a full sound. We are getting some really good and clean bass, and these sound excellent. Now, these aren't the bangers. Again, think high-res audio, a cleaner sound, a crispier sound, good, clean, and punchy bass, not overpowering. It's not going to muddy anything up ever. It is very clean and very crispy bass, and it sounds fantastic in Classic. Now, if we go to Hi-Fi, the bass is a little less, a more balanced sound, still a very clean sound, and there is some bass, but not as much and not as full that we have in Classic. And in Stax, a little less. Think mids and highs are kind of pushed to the front a little bit, less bass than the other two modes, more vocals, more highs. If that's what you like, then that's the mode you should be in. Now, the mids and the highs all across the board are clean. The mids are there. You can hear them. They're not recessed in any way. They sound fantastic. Again, in high res, probably a little crispier. They're probably recessed just a hair. I mean a hair in Classic. We get that more of that full sound. It's not a very dynamic sounding pair of earbuds, but there's some really good bass. The mids are clear and present. Probably a little more recessed than we get in Hi-Fi, but still very clean. And in Stax, you know, a little more the other way. And the highs. The treble on here is very detailed, very clean. You can pick anything apart. Separation between instruments is very easy to do. These things sound really, really good. And the volume on here is more than enough for anybody. You guys know I like very loud music. I like to be able to dial it back, find that sweet spot, and that's exactly what I can do here. I don't need to push these past 60, 70%, and I am good to go. They are loud enough, and I think they will be loud enough for everyone. Now, what I do want to talk about is the difference that I've been experiencing between using these wired and using these wirelessly. So, wirelessly, no issues at all. They work fantastic. Now, wired, when I plug them in, you do have to turn them on to use them, which is kind of a first for me. I never had a pair of headphones that worked both ways, and I had to power them on to plug them in. Well, when I plugged them in, I had to power them on for them to work. So with that, you do have to do that. So just be aware of that. If you're going to use these plugged in, you do have to power them on. And the other thing is you do lose some of the controls when you are using these with a wire. The only controls that you can use with these plugged in is volume up and down. Now, of course, if you want to control this from your computer, if you want to control this, if you're plugged into a phone or something, you can use your controls through your phone. But if you want to use the controls right here on the headphones, the only thing that works right here is the volume up and down. Play and pause does not work. Next track, previous track does not work. So just be aware of that. Now, let's do a mic test. Check out the mic.
All right, guys, we got some really good headphones here, but what about the microphones? Could this be a pair of headphones that you can place a call on? I think they do a good job. Headphones are finally at a place. It's been a long time, and we are finally getting good microphones on headphones. And let me know what you think of this and how it sounds. Is it clean? Is it clear? Let me know. Drop some comments below.
All right, guys, the Stax Spirit headphones from Edifier. What are we getting? We're getting fantastic audio quality. These sound excellent in every single way. We're getting good microphones on a pair of headphones. We are also getting incredible battery life, up to 80 hours. Now, that will depend on your volume level, so probably around 70, 75 hours, depending on how loud your music is. And the quick charge feature on here is incredible. We do get SBC, AAC, and aptX adaptive, so we are getting good codecs. Overall, these are a great pair of headphones, guys. They are a little pricey, right? $400 is not cheap, so just be aware. But what you are getting for your money is a fantastic sounding pair of headphones that can compete with anybody at this price point when it comes to sound quality. But what do you think? Let me know what you think of the design, of the look, that aramid fiber, that carbon fiber look on the ear cups. We also get an extra pair of ear cups. We get app support on here. You can use these wired or wirelessly. A dope pair of headphones, guys, from Edifier. Hit that like button. Give me a sub. Ring that bell, guys. Stay up to date with every time I drop a video. I'll be back soon. Peace.